So now in this video, we have a 555 timer here, and we're just gonna, turn an LED on and off depending on what state we have here. And looks like we even have a floating state. So I didn't really plan to cover that. But in any case, we can turn it off easy, turn it on easy. Of course, the 555 timer can do that by itself. We are switching a PNP bipolar junction transistor, and I added a pull-up resistor. That's the main thing we're going to look at in this video. So the rest of it is when we have a low output right there, current will flow, a little bit of current, emitter to base right there, and it's going to turn the PNP bipolar junction transistor on. It's going to conduct, and the LED is going to turn on using 220 ohm to protect the LED from 5 volts right there. But we have the integrated circuit here. We can change the output to high, and that should turn off the PNP bipolar junction transistor, but the output does not go to 5 volts. That's why I added a pull-up resistor. Now, this circuit generally works just fine. I'm going to turn the light off. Of course, we got that stray voltage, which is interesting. But yeah, now I'm at the positive supply. That turns it on fully. Negative supply, that turns it off fully. But now I'm touching the resistor right there. Hopefully you can see that. Let's go to the dimmest setting right there. I'm touching the resistor, and we got no light right there. I'm going to pluck the pull-up resistor, and now you can see we have a glow right there. So stray signals from my body can get the transistor to start conducting, even though the output of the 555 timer is high. That's because it's falling short of the 5 volts when it's high. So it's, still not able to give a signal, but, it's not enough to fully lock off the PNP bipolar junction transistor as it would if it was completely to the positive supply. So I got this resistor here, and since you usually, unless you're going to use the reset pin, put it to the positive supply, and I thought that would plug in more easily than it did. There we go. Since the reset pin is to the positive supply, because we're not using it, we can just put the resistor directly to that, as long as the pin is going to a supply voltage. You can have as many other components also sharing that row as possible. But yeah, there you can see. Now it's off fully. So that was the main point of this video right there. As I said before, if you measure the 555 timer output without a pull-up resistor, you're going to see that it falls short of the 5 volts. In fact, this is such a short video that I could just end this here for the topic. But yeah, we'll grab the multimeter and look at that. So we'll come back, and again, this is still powered right there. We're not so interested in the circuit there. Covered that in a lot of other videos. Plus, I kind of briefly explained it. But yeah, we got the power on. First, let's measure the voltage at the supply, and we have it off right now. So let's go to the output. So I'm going to the resistor that connects to the output, and then I got to find a ground spot right there. Again, I didn't plan to measure this stuff. So in any case, there you can see we got pretty much 5 volts right there, and as I kind of wiggled things, it went off. So we got that full 5 volts. That keeps the PNP bipolar junction transistor off, but that was with the pull-up resistor. Now that I get rid of it, now you can see we got like 4.6 volts. And so, it's not a solid 5 volts. It's easier, we already saw, for me to mess with this voltage, to pull it down a little bit, enough to get the LED on. Even though the output of the 555 timer is high, it, if it could produce 5 volts, then we wouldn't need this pull-up resistor. And again, normally the circuit will work just fine. But if we definitely need to make sure that PNP bipolar junction transistor is locked off completely, we want this pull-up resistor. So yeah, I'll try not to ramble on too long in this one. I'm going to end it there. So thanks for watching. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I'm posting on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.